When I was a kid, there was one thing I really didn't want to do, and that was growing up. Like, I would be so worried every night in bed and think, how am I ever going to do all this stuff that grown-ups do? Make food every day, talk to all these other grown-ups, go to work every day. I thought, never am I going to be able to do this. But at the same time, there's no way out, right? I can't avoid it. I call it the inevitable doom of growing up. Like, you're so impressed by these big people, and you have the total disbelief that you're ever going to be able to do the same. So growing up went fine. But then 10, 15 years later, I started to work, and then it came again. I saw all these senior people, and I was like, wow, they know exactly what they do. They even can tell other people what to do. They make all these decisions. They have so much responsibility. And in like 5, 6 years, I'm supposed to do the same. That's not possible. Like, how? So if you can recognize that and you're a bit worried junior or worried senior at heart, then welcome to my little feel-good talk. At first, I have to destroy a little myth, something I was secretly hoping for, that like one day I would wake up and I would have gone through this senior upgrade and it will be the 2.0 version of myself, and then I would know it all. I would secretly, magically unlock all the skills I need. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. You're always going to feel a bit insecure and not have 100% confidence all the time. But let me give you 3 tips about the senior status. First of all, you are a senior, just like you're now sitting there. Or, because it's streamed and stuff, playing it safe, you're almost senior. So if you're just out of school and started working, that's such a big achievement. It's so hard to get a job without any work experience. So if that should be you, then congratulations. And also, if you should believe that companies hire because of skill and not because they're nice to people, then you got everything you need. If you've already worked for a few years, then you probably have been through some challenging projects, have dealt with some challenging clients because they exist, right? And maybe you started giving feedback to other people because you know that you have something to say. You can, give feedback to other people. And it's so small things that it's easy to oversee them. Like in the beginning, I was afraid to call in people to meetings because I thought, oh, I don't want to take up the time. And also, if I would get design feedback, I would change my designs at once in exactly that way that the other person wanted. And then after a few years, I was starting to think, yeah, but is this valid? Is it just another opinion? Does this person really have more competency than me? And taking feedback with a pinch of salt is such a big milestone on your way to becoming a senior. It's not celebrated enough. Another moment when I realized that I'm growing somehow, I'm not the same as when I started working, was when last year, after having been temporarily laid off, so permittert, for a few months, I was going into my first client project again. And it was this big office building at Skøyen, and I was going to meet the new team and also the 2 big bosses. And I really did not feel confident at all. Like, yesterday, NAV paid my benefits, and today I'm supposed to be this expert and give all the solutions. But yeah, I made it through that meeting and didn't feel I said a lot of smart things. But afterwards, they were telling my leader that they were so happy to have me and they were so confident this would be a good project because I asked questions. And good questions, and a lot of questions. So sometimes being a senior is just asking questions. Also, going into this new building and not really feeling very confident is very much a part of being a senior. Yeah. If you feel like not much is happening and your growth curve is kind of flat, that's not true. It's a little incline every day. And in the end of the day and in the end of the year, that's not nothing. So back to the situation where I went into this new building and into a meeting full of people I didn't know. I call it the discomfort zone. And that is where your growth curve gets a real bump. Every time you put yourself into a situation or accept to be put into a situation where you're not quite feeling ready, that's where growth happens. And seniors don't feel never insecure, but they have been in these situations so often that they know they can handle it. Discomfort is nice. So if you feel you're not growing enough, you can think about where can I put myself into uncomfortable situations. And of course, life doesn't have to suck. You don't have to do it every day, but maybe once a month, once a quarter, you can think, where could I lead a workshop or talk at a conference, something like that. And if you're not feeling ready for the next step at work or becoming a senior or anything like that, that's exactly how it's supposed to feel. Everyone is faking. That's my last tip. Imposter syndrome. I haven't met anyone in our industry that doesn't have it. If you haven't heard about it, it's the feeling that I'm just pretending, I'm fooling everyone, but soon they will find out and expose me. Everyone has it, and seniors have it as well. Maybe not all the time, but they still deliver despite this insecurity. And also many live after the motto, fake it till you make it. I know Charlotte does. And of course you can't fake being a designer or developer or something, but you can't fake the last 20% and a bit of confidence. And then you will figure out things along the way. And then also the more you fake to be confident, the more confident you actually get. There is some psychological, like nearly a bug in our brains or a glitch. It's called the self-perception theory. So we base what we believe of ourselves on what we observe about ourselves. So our brain decides to fake confidence, then our brain observes ourselves being confident, and then it believes we're actually confident. Also then, of course, other people think, oh, this person is confident and trusts you with more tasks. And then you get into the discomfort zone and growth happens. So to sum it up, you are already growing without even noticing. It's small things every day, and they sum up to a lot. Discomfort is the ultimate growth hack. Whenever you put yourself in a situation where you'd rather not be, you're really growing and learning that you can handle these situations. And lastly, fake it and you will make it. There are some psychological glitches in your brain that make, if you pretend to be confident, you will get more confident. That's it.